caving in. Let's move this over. That's a little better. I think that's hilarious. Mom, why do I have an Adam's apple? I don't know, honey. Mom, why am I shaped funny? Why, dear? Because they made you a freak of nature. What's up, Tanya? I gotta go get water, and I want to get up and out before the frickin' whack jobs sober up or whatever. I don't know. I hate Memorial Week. I hate holidays. I don't. Anytime that they're celebrating dead people while live people rot in the street, it just is stupid to me. So I'm talking early so I could go out. Evidently, there's a big to do outside where I live on Highway 518 by the light. I'm like a mile from the light. So someplace between me and the light, somebody died. There was people were racing. They're being stupid. They weren't having reverence for life. It's just it's not even I just got new headlights and the guy's like, "Well, take it out on the in the canyon, you know, and let me know where it's pointing, if you can see out, you know." And I'm thinking, "Shit, what am I going to do? I don't go out after dark." I'm like, maybe I'll get up at like 3:30. It's getting bad and my massage lady's moving to Denver. I'm so sad. I cried. She told me yesterday. I was like, because we laugh, and she's a damn good massage lady. That's like my barber left. I cut my own hair now. It's getting pretty dope. I'm getting okay with the braid. I just try not to look at it. It's my rattle. It's my rattle. When you're an old lady and you're postmenopausal, your braid becomes your fucking rattle. And it's like, try me, youngin, or boomer. It don't matter. I could go both ways. Don't fuck. I just leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. But if I see somebody doing shit that's gonna hurt themselves or somebody else, I'm definitely gonna say something. Uploaded to your videos. It's the shot. They're doing what I did 5 years after I got the 8 anthrax vaccines. Everybody's shorted out. They don't know what to put. They don't know have tools to deal with their emotions. So they get behind a wheel and they go boom. I'm mad because I'm powerless in my life over here. So I'm gonna get behind the wheel and kill somebody else. And that's what somebody just did on Highway 518 last night. And let's see if I can find the thread, the view post. It says this was last night, 8 hours ago. Yeah, but I crashed out, but I never fucking did nothing to hurt nobody. I still took care of mom, 4 dogs, a bird, and a cat. 5 dogs. I walk, because I did the right thing, and people just don't know how to do the right thing. So it says, anyone know what's happening up Highway 518 from the lights and Ranchos? Then the thread says, a police officer lost his life in the line of duty tonight. Pray for his family, which I do. Loss on any level. I don't care who the person is. When life is lost unjustifiably, confounded. Damn it. It sucks. I hate it. No, I don't play games. I live in reality. I'm trying to, pick up the trash in the real world instead of what is the point of video games? I don't even understand why people waste their lives on them. A police officer lost his life in the line of duty tonight. Pray for his family, friends, and brothers and sisters. In blue, whatever, just whatever. Your work here is done, brother. Rest in peace. So I'm sorry for the loss, right? And so I commented, And then people are trying to, someone rolled their car. Does anyone know what kind of car? I heard the sirens. I slept right through it. I didn't have any idea that it happened. Please give TSCO time and space. That can be the reason why they are targeting 518 in the Penobscot area. Their person wasn't killed in this area. Who was it? Is the road still clear? Hope everyone is safe. Crazy people out. It's Memorial Weekend and they can't stay home. Don't drink and drive or coming too fast. And I said, tell your people to stop driving like shit stains on the fabric of society. I'm sick of Taos's poser outlaw population. And then anonymous participant 571, shocker, hider coward, said then leave shit stain because he likes to drive fast. That's all that he's telling me by telling me that. They leave because I'm not identifying with any race, any denomination, any sect, anything. Yet this person anonymously is in my face. And I said, to which I answer, I didn't kill anyone last night. I helped mom poop, wiped her ass, and went to bed like any respectable person would do. So people come at me with this remedial shit, but they have fucking guns and they're fucking crazy because they'll kill you because they're stupid, and that's what stupid people do. They'll kill you for no reason. That's why America's a stupid country, because we kill people for no reason like we do in Iran and Iraq. We like to attack because they're so tiny they can't fight back. America's the bully, the scoundrel, the foe. But they have Washington, D.C. and Hollywood to make you believe America is the greatest thing on the earthly plane when people can't even agree on what shape the earth is. So what difference does it make of what all of these things are, whether we're aliens? Which ones are the aliens? Which part of me? Is it the colonial blood that runs through my vein? Or is it the indigenous blood from mom that's been here since they've been recording blood on this land? Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? See, they got in the New Mexico, they got the Zunies. The Zunies, you know that little symbol with the north, south, east, west, with the news, with the wind, what's sacred? What's sacred on planet Earth in the United? Casinos? Are casinos sacred? Are they? I hate casinos. I guess Wind River in Redding is a casino that they had, because I always I thought it wasn't legal to gamble, so I just don't gamble. It's not good to throw your money away. If you have bills, but you put your money over here on this silly thing, that's silly still. See, that's why I take such good care of mom, is sometimes I'm tired, I am weary. I'm like, ugh, wiping somebody else's ass. Ugh. See, I love when people tell me about me because, like, they know me. That stuff cracks me up. Come at me! Tell me all about me! So I learn about you. Because that's what I do. Because when I get frustrated at people, I'm like, man, all you had to do is go out and walk around the block a couple times a week as fast as you could. And you wouldn't be so in such disarray. I'm standing turtle. Mom is indigenous. She just was born in Cuesta, but not raised, because she was born with 2 feet that were broke and she couldn't ground to the earth. So she had no one. And they put her in an orphanage where they did Epstein things to her until she was 3 years old. But a couple adopted her and a Jewish boy and then got a check until they were 18 and then they put them out. And they didn't know how to take care of themselves. My Uncle Kelly ended up a hairstylist. He was a beautician in Castro in the 80s. I wish people were still alive that knew him. So I am part of the broken system that I'm trying to help fix. Not to mention, I was on Crete when we bombed Iraq. But you know what they gave me? Want to see what they gave me? Want to see what you get when you go with the program? When I was 15, I was painting eagles in the sky. In 1987, I was 12. They said I was autistic. I thought they meant artistic. And people were amazed by my abilities. They put my Roadrunner, when I was a Rother Roadrunner, they put it on worksheets for math, even though I couldn't do the math problems. And then they gave me this shit. I got this stuff. This isn't like, thank you for participating. We even give the retards a certificate. No, this is like paperweight shit. This is Airmen of the Quarter from the 5th. Go look up the 55th Maintenance Squadron. Go look it up. So I love when people clown me because they're not a shoe stop in my world. 55th Maintenance Squadron, Airmen of the Quarter. That's the whole 55th Maintenance Squadron. That's 18. No, wait. This one is the group. This is the 55th. This is the one that's 1,800 fucking people. I was the best out of all those. I lost out to the base. There was one above me, but it was a guy and his bomb sniffing dog. And whenever there's a dog involved, the people are because it's all PR. It's all paperweights and America's great, and then people are getting killed every day right outside my door. But I didn't even know. I slept like a baby, and Mom had a good bowel movement. You know, so I love it. I love it. I love it. I love when people clown me. I love it because they just could never add up. I hear violins in my music right now. Not to mention, I started out in this world being raped at 10 months old. And I still have a smile on my face, so I didn't let the sadness, the glumlots overtake me. Do I have a job? Didn't you just hear me? I just said I wiped Mom's ass last night, help her poop. What do you think? What does that sound like to you? I just don't get paid to do anything. Except the money I get from my sweet smile. Yep. But every month, direct deposit, cha-ching, I don't gotta worry about nothing. I can spend however I want. Heck, last month, it was my birthday. I blew through 10 grand on stuff like Chewy. I guess it is just you, because it ain't me. And then I send people money on the internet that are in hard times, and I could see the desperation in their eyes because I've seen that desperation in their eyes, in my eyes, when I've said I need a place to live with me and Mom. I need a, so I also added that. I went through 10 grand, but I spent a lady and help her buy a boat in Washington for her and her deaf dog. And when people need trouble, I try and help them. Because I know how it feels to be alone in this world and not have any support. And there's no agency. Agencies, 501(3) nonprofit, blah, blah, LLC. It's all legality to feed the B system, and that does nothing to do anything to help people that just need to take a shower and they have a bag of clothes on their back. You want to know why people drink and do drugs? Because they have no better alternative. When I was a kid, I would imagine all the stuff I want to do. And Tanya, I gotta tell you, excavating, I need to get behind an excavator. I need to get behind I need to move dirt. Like I would when they, I when they were spinning that $4 million project that caused me and mom to be without running water for 2.5 years, but I was still getting billed for a water bill, and I still paid off the $1,300 bill before I left because I didn't want to stick it with my asshole landlady. Like, it's, like, I don't want bad karma, so I'm not the screw over person, but I would go out there and there would be one guy down in the ground guiding where the stuff to go, and the guy in the bucket, see, because you don't have to talk. Communication, I'm communicating all the time. I'm guiding traffic. I'm like, hey, you go. Like, when we get bottled up, people just get stuck, and then when I'm there, I make people nervous. Their brain goes blue because I'm a short woman, but I have these big muscles. And so it's all about paying it forward, dude. I ain't living this life for this life. I'm living this life for the last life, or the next life, or, because I've been the scoundrel. I've been the Viking. I've been the raper, the pillager, in other lives. Not that's why, and then that's why it happened to me when I was a 10-month-old baby, to erase the karma immediately. Is that what it is? You're smart. If you ever, dude, and I'm sad that my massage lady's leaving. She's going to Denver. But she's a little fairy. She will be she's gonna be she's more sad about going. She has to go for her son because there's not opportunities here. I'm like, they need summer schools where these kids can go out and be in the excavators and do all the stuff that the old timers can't do no more. Dude, everybody's concerned about the waterways, the aguacitas, or whatever they call them. I'm bad. I don't know Spanish. I want people to speak Spanish around me, but I know cuss words and I know when they're calling me names. But when I see people out there cleaning up those areas, it's old people. It's not any young. And so when these old people are gone, who's gonna take care of the land? The people that work at the casino? Are they gonna come out on their days off and make sure everything's, the people that make the drums? That get the money from the people that come. Dude, the Pueblo, I think it's weird that they charge admission. Like, it's like a people's zoo. I think zoos are weird. I lived in Omaha. I spent a couple days at the zoo. I would go on off days when nobody was around. But see, I have a special relationship with this earth and animals. And like, when I worked at Creighton, worked in the Department of Radiology. I chickened out. I was this close. Because I was born year of the tiger. I stayed after hours because sometimes the zoo would bring in animals to our radiology department to use our CAT scan. And there was 2 animals that I saw that went past my office, and the tiger, I was this close to his ginormous paw. And he was sedated, obviously. He was knocked out. And I was that close to a real life tiger at my work. Like, when you're in alignment with things, and I'm born year the tiger. See, I would have put it on your roommate. I said, "Hey, let's want to play a fun game. Let's play a fun game. Let's put that collar on you." And then I'll record it, and then I'll show you. And then every time you do that to your dog, you'll know what it feels like. Let's play that fun game. I would have lost my shit. I would have not, like, I would have fucking, there, when I was at Offit, in the wash rack, this stupid ass, this dude, I don't remember his name. I just remember walking in the I don't remember much about him. Oh my gosh. And I walked in on this dude, and like every spring, like as much as I love life, it was gross on the flight line. It was disgusting. Like the little baby, because they would like birds would nest up in the rafters above the fuel cell, and then we get a storm, and there's always little dead baby robins, and it's brutal. Life is natural. Nature is fucking brutal, man. And like little bunnies that get run over, and here it's ground squirrels here in New Mexico. It's someplace. It's always everywhere I go. It's the same thing, but it's different. And so I walked in, and there was like a bunny in the wall. There's like where the aluminum was like broke out, and it was the military. It was a wash rack, right? But there was a part that things could get behind, and dude was back there spraying with the pressure washer this little animal, and I walked in, and I lost. I said, I freaking unloaded. See, because I don't have to hit nobody with my big old muscles. I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to inflict pain. All I have, I'm like the auntie of the earth. Hey, stop that. You want me to do that to you? Like, what is, like, where is your brain, and put it in your head? Because I don't know. But see, they take anybody in the military. Anybody. Any dumb person that has half a wit will take you. If you don't get in, you're a real piece of shit, or you get kicked out or whatever. Like if you enlist and can't honor that enlistment, Leo Cub, I'm talking to you, dude. Leo Cub. Dude is the biggest fucking poser, but people pay for his big stupid trucks. He's got the game rigged, dude. But now it's getting hard for people with gas and stuff. He's gonna be a single dad. So he's going to get a perspective of life, but he's still making his gains while standing in the line at what, Disneyland? Like, what a habitual loose suck is all that. Mom took us once. I don't remember that. That was like a MK Ultra thing. What's compartmentalizing? What's compartmentalizing? Think that they look for broken people. See, and I'm easy to manipulate too. All you got, I'm surprised I haven't gotten honey potted. Like they had, like if they want to ruin her, this is the one that we can do. But see, after Libby gave me such great practice of how to deal with and Mom gave me a run for my show of like conditional love because she was under great duress, to the point I was the kid on Parenthood that like, hey dad, can I come and live with you? Oh no, there's not really room with the new kid, and like I was the throwaway, you know. So all they had to do was bring a pretty girl in and be nice to me. I would have spilled everything, but I spill everything here, so it don't matter. I don't have secrets because I don't live in a way that I would be embarrassed to tell somebody that I did something. That's why I have this. You can have like separate parts of your mind where secrets, missions. Oh, like okay, all right. I've been getting MK Ultra stuff like that. My brother is that. That's my brother. That's why like he was easy to manipulate. But see, that's the difference between us is he took it in the ass and I wouldn't. He's in a fraternity, dude. He's a boobalay. He's a skull and bones, man. And I got an Adam's apple. When I was a little girl, I'd be like, Ma, how come I'm not like the other girls? Yeah, there's this phenom little 3-year-old girl who was making her breakfast this morning. She was putting her pancakes in the toaster and putting the toaster down. She can read. She's very intelligent. And I was like, dude, I was a year and a half, 2 years old, sneaking down 2 flights of stairs, getting my stool, my that I always sat in, my little I was that was my chair, was the step stool. I didn't have a seat at the table. I always sat on the step stool because I was a tiny little kid. Like when we played cards, we played cribbage and hand and foot and whatever. And I sat in the step stool. But I climb up that step stool and I get everything out because all I have to do is watch somebody do something 2 times. Watch them go through it, and if they do it exactly the same way twice, I got it, let me do it. And I did that with my grandma. They always had me in psychologist office and they were always watching me play, and I have the ability to telekinesis. I move objects. I just forget that, okay, telekinesis, this is what I figured out, is that it's the fluid inside. That is what helps me rock a lighter off somebody's hand. And I quit smoking, so I don't know where lighters are anymore. I don't keep track. I don't know how much fluid is in this. So, yeah, I've had brain scans done. I've never once been told what one of my scans say. I don't know what I am. I could be a hybrid. I'm probably one of those alien things that they're going to say I am. Oh, you have? Okay, so it's the fluid inside. I started this learning that I could do this. I watched a kid do it with a coconut on a log someplace, and I'm like, it's the fluid, it's that inside. And we're 70% water, so that's our fluid. That's our magnetics. We attract and repel each other with that. So you balance it on I balance this on somebody else's hand. I think the last lady, I got a wonky pinky. And then I just understand that cooperation is nature's way. And that I am here to cooperate with it, and if it's willing to, it's like a Luther Burbank thing. And if it's willing to, I will be in congruence. And so, but I do this on other people's hands. I don't hold it and say, look at this. No, I say, here, you hold it and you feel it, the cooperation. People try to resist. No, I say, yeah, you can keep the lighter from falling off, but you're not keeping me from influencing the lighter. And I forget that when I show up in life, that my energy field is pow. I go to the grocery store and people are like, I don't want to look, but I want to look. But I'm a show, dude. My birthday twin is Jenna Jameson. I'm the prude, not the hoe. But the hoe can't always stay the hoe. She's got to become part of the like, we got to give people ever options so they don't have to choose hoery. Like, women have to sell themselves so they can get money to buy new batteries so they can get their kids to school. I've known a lot of women. I was in AA for 15 years. I heard so many stories that were the same about how men have failed to show up to take care of the children of this earth. Shocker. My dad was a truck driver. When my sister died, we kind of reconnected briefly. 2023, briefly. And then I said something, and I got the door slammed forever. I look at his name up every now and again to see if he's died yet, because nobody's gonna tell me. My brother's not going to tell me. I don't know who would tell me. I blocked my aunt. Yep, I guess I'll just find out by Googling him. I won't be sad though, because he was never there. Well, that's the thing is like I just was doing sets when I started this. I was like, oh no, I only did 2. So I feel like there's a set hanging out there that I didn't complete because I usually do 3 sets of 111. But lately I've been doing extra sets because I want to be left alone. That's why I do sets, but I also want to let the world know that you can be fit without wasting your money at the gym. All you need is a 20-pound set of dumbbells. We're gonna probably stay. I don't know. It depends. There's no clouds in the sky now, and somebody just died. And I'm gonna drive through the crash site where somebody left this incarnation. Maybe I'll go a different way. I'll probably go a different way. That's what I'll do. I'll let that air settle. I'll let it rest a little bit. But that's how it's the land is cursed. Every place that somebody dies unjustifiably. Oh yeah, I measured like a couple weeks ago because I never done that, like kept tracks and stuff like that, and my bicep is 15 inches. And I was looking up like fitness standards and body for different age groups because I've kept track ever since the Air Force put me on the Chunky Chicken Club. And I was looking at pictures of me then, and I'm like, I wasn't fat. I wasn't fat. Every time blood is spilled in a place where it shouldn't, like, yeah, yeah. So I was like, dude, they singled me out. I was messaging with this girl that this woman I went to high school with. She was a year ahead of me. Yeah, Jana. She actually lives in Paso Robles, that town that I lived in. Worst year of my life, where I went to like that year. I went to Flamson. Like that was a trauma. That was not fun for me at all. That was another sucky time in my life that I still have a smile on my face. But she said I was always athletic, but see, this is what they did. Okay, this is how my brain is compartmentalized. I get it, Tanya. Stick with me on this. I always thought I was fat. Okay. And when I look at pictures of me at the times where I was 12 years old, they had me going to Weight Watchers. I had to weigh food. I had to do all this stupid shit, right? To keep track. I had to be accountable. They were forcing me into learning what accountability was. But I complied to everything. So, when I look at myself, when I look now, it's that body dysmorphia. That girl, that lib chick that I dated on and off for like 8 years. That was fun. But I could take anything. Like and I knew every dirty thing behind my back she was doing it. I just would watch her basically put on a show. And we had a lot of fun. Like we would go on dates. I'd take her on dates and we'd drive down and I'd get a nice hotel at the Plaza in Kansas City, and then we'd go out and spend a couple $100 on silver jeans and tomfoolery food. Or we'd go to the Mall of America. We had a lot of fun going to watch her sister play softball. Like she was a tourist. She was all the grounding I never experienced in my whole life. And she went on because she, married a Freemason. Yeah, I teach women, like, and then after they like it holds. I set a standard because I'm a woman, so I treat women how I'd want to be treated. But I have more fun being the giver and not the. I like I anyway. So I practice date. I hang out with women and do extravagant things. When Nora and I dated, I came out from Omaha and she came down from Portland, and we had a nice evening in San Francisco. So I raised the bar, and then I pissed them off so bad that they never want to date women ever again. And I'm like, good, we don't want ya. You wishy-washy. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I stake no claim to anything. And and I'm intelligent, so I know how to make. I mean, I'm hilarious. I need to do stand up, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get shot because of where I live. I don't want to get shot. I need to not be afraid. It's hot lead, dude. I've been burned. I don't like. Oh, anyway, whatever happens is gonna happen. I'm exhausted, but I go out and I get a lot of attention, and people look at me like I'm a piece of meat, and then they decide, wait a minute, I'm a vegetarian. I hate meat. And I'm like, dude, I ain't thinking about. I've been celibate 10 years, and it's not. Mom is my priority. Like, I don't think about that. I do. It's very rarely that I see attractive women that I'm like, oh wow, hey, she's cute. Like, I don't see that. And plus, I live in Taos. Everybody, half the town's my cousin. So, and I don't know who they are. So I legitimately have to. Hey, you're kind of cute. Are you born and raised? You're gonna have to take a DNA test, please. Oh my god, that's so funny. I don't know. It's. Oh, it's Gemini stuff. I love to laugh, so I'm gonna be extra corny. Oh, but it's Gemini stuff, so it's gonna be Biff and is gonna be flashing and flaring. Lynn did go on and do great things. She would have not been happy with me hanging out. She would like I can't picture her sitting in that chair watching me. Like, no, she went off and like, but she went off to do the program. So she went with her dirty cop SP after 2 years, went back home to Philadelphia as a scumbag, touts himself for stealing a base at the Padres game when he was young, like the Bad News Bears. Like, that's his claim to fame or whatever. Oh, good lord! Wow, that's too. Yeah, once they become inactive and they don't want to move, then just let them sit and get stinky stale. Blech. And so, I forgot what I was saying. I wish I could play this back. See, if technology was so rad, I could just go. Roop. Yeah, I don't mess with people. When I know, like, when I message when people you don't hear from them and they drop off, they're in the no place space. They're either drinking or pills, and then like people get caught up in like when you especially when you hear about, oh, I have a doctor's appointment. I have a doctor. When people always have a doctor's appointment, I haven't been to the doctor in years. Doctors are where people that want to stay sick go. Oh, so I was talking about Lib. She went on to do hair of like Ed Sheridan, who evidently is getting some. When they drank, they would go to those parties. They would do things, and there's always cell phones. Like, people been blackmailing people the whole time. She got into the Beyonce shit, like the Democratic National Convention, like all that stuff. But she married a scumbag, and they traveled around the world, like where the pyramids behind them. I don't stalk because I don't follow, but I don't stalk. I don't know what stalking is. I look up definitions and they're always different, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing the. But I check in. She's a Taurus, and I'm an astrologer, so I like use people that I've known in my past to measure. Like, okay, the planetary alignments are doing this. Okay, that's cool. So I just use them as data points. Did I show you the last ones? Understand the dude she married, like, is a dirty cop from Philadelphia that she met when she was 21. I chickened out. I was going to go introduce her, and she met him that night. It was fate. It was total fate, but she was supposed to be with him. But he's a dirty pig because he's a dirty cop from Philadelphia, and his dad was a slumlord piece of shit, so all the piece of shits love him. This is my Libby was my on and off for 8 years. Like in my 20s and 30s, like we ended basically at my Saturn return. This is the last batch I did, and this is the most perfect batch. I got the best recipe. Can you tell how perfectly caramelly that is? And it's cool because like I've been getting more sun, so I become what I am. Caramelly. Caramello-y. No, it would not have been good in the conditions in which I lived to learn the lessons. But I got her is because of my Arthur Boo. She fell in love with dogs. She never got to have dogs, and now she has dogs. And I know that that's largely because of Arthur Boo. Like she would babysit him at his when he was geriatric. I'd drop him off and bring his bed over, and she's just like, oh, she get all excited. She actually, when I got back in 2010, that's when she got her tonsils out. I took care of her. She stayed at her parents' house in the basement, but I would drive from my house on 63rd Street to her parents' house out on where they live, few miles at 2 o'clock in the morning, and because I could walk in her basement so I could give her 2 a.m. pill. Then I'd cuddle with her for a little while and make sure she hydrated, and then I'd leave so her parents wouldn't have to be disturbed. Like, I set the bar high, but see, she's a tourist. She's materialistic, and I am other than earthly. See, I'm other than earthly. I don't even know what it looks like back there anymore. I don't ever see it. I feel like it's like the illustrated man that it changes all the time and stuff, like how my story changes. So I better get going before people. I guess they're not people. I guess they're demonic. I guess they're demons. Oh, this is for. I tried to get harnesses for Stanley. I'm like Popeye. I am what I am. I even got this for Popeye. And I got this for my birthday Earth Day. I saw it when it came out. I was like 3 years old. This is like cast iron. I love this thing. It's dope. It's heavy. I when I go out now, it's like I wear my glasses and then I have my meta glasses. And they're on. Or long pause to activate video. Short pause to stop. Short click for a picture. I'm like a Canon camera. So whatever happens, people are gonna see it happen. because I'm here to set the record straight. Because that's the only straight I'll do. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. And